Hi Duck viewers, my name is Donna Duck, and this is my discussion channel. Okay, so this video's topic of discussion is the pros and cons of online school, homeschool, whatever you want to call it. A virtual school, I've heard, I think that's what my school now calls it. But I can say that I have a lot of experience with online school, and so I decided to make a video about my opinion, I guess I could label it as that, of the pros and cons of online school, pretty much of what I like and what I don't like. All right, so before I get into the pros and cons, I'm just gonna go on to my little background of being online school. It was all for like no reason really. I just got expelled and I couldn't go back to school. No, I'm just kidding. But I was homeschooled for like, I think this is like my third year being homeschooled. In ninth grade, I went like homeschooled, which was a actual homeschool place where it's, you know, year round, even before the pandemic, it was homeschooled. And I was in that school for 9th and 10th grade. And for my 11th grade year, my family moved to Florida, and they gave us because this was like during the start of the pandemic really, and they gave me the option to do online school or homeschool, or go to regular school. So naturally I picked homeschool because I was just used to being home and learning. So I was in that one, and then I moved back to, because I was in Ohio before I went to Florida, came back to Ohio, and they gave me the option again of going to school or being online. And I went to school for like 9 weeks. I said to myself, this time will be different. But I was wrong. So the second 9 weeks, I went back on online school. So there's my little background of being homeschooled, I guess. So now let's get into the pros and cons of being in online school. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cons, because in this case, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. Even though there are more cons than there are pros, but in my opinion, I prefer online school. And I'm going to explain that like after the cons and the pros. Okay, so the cons. The first con is Zoom sucks. So, right, like my first homeschool, there's 3 different homeschool that I'm going to be talking about. My first homeschooled, where it was like an actual homeschool like thing, there was no Zoom or anything, no virtual meetings. It was you do your own work, you make your own time, and yeah, but that'll be in part of the pros, because of course I love that. And then when I went to my Florida school, we had to do like Zoom classes or Google Meets, and it sucked because it was way different from what I was used to, because I was used to waking up whenever I wanted, getting on and doing my work. It was regular school hours. The regular teachers, some teachers were actually in the classroom, and you had some teachers was like, turn on your cameras, and I was not expecting that, because I just woke up and she was like, turn on your cameras, and I was like, okay, and I turned on my cameras, and I was looking like a bum. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I was embarrassed. So the next day I made sure I at least put myself together. But still, I don't like that video chat, I guess, with everyone. I know it's not so different in school, but it just made me uncomfortable. And like I have a big family, so the house was always dirty. Even the walls were dirty, so I had to make sure I found a clean space to go, and that was stressful. And everyone was yelling, you know, when I had to talk, everyone just decided to be loud, so the whole thing was a mess. You know, at least at school I don't have to worry about any of that, you know. So that's the first con, was the Zooms. But now I don't do that anymore, which I'm glad, and that will be part of the pros. The second con is I feel like I'm learning more. I don't even know what I was saying, because my cat is meow meow meow. Okay, but anyways, I think I said that was my cat. She wants to be heard. But anyway, the second con, I'm just going to start over because I have no idea what I was saying. It felt like I was like doing more work. I was going to say learning more, but it felt like I was doing more work. Because in school, usually teachers have everything prepared for you. They're there guiding you through it. Online school, it was just different because it felt like I had to do it I did do it myself. Like my assignments, I had to make sure I got on the Google Docs, did everything, turned it in, made sure everything was set up right. I had to use certain programs. I just felt like I was doing more than I would have done in school. And that's really one of the smaller cons because, you know, it's doable, but still it makes my brain like function slowly because I'm like, I gotta do all this. So that was just a little small con of online school. So this next con is probably my biggest con of online school, is too many distractions. Like I'm in my house and like right now my TV is over there. I have my phone like next to me all the time. Even on my computer, I'm tempted to go watch YouTube or something. But the school computer though, you're not allowed to because they disabled it. But still, there's so many temptations. Like my dog is laying next to me and he looks at me. I'm like, oh, you want me to pet you? I can pet you. Or like with food, I'm like, I know there's food in the fridge, so I'm gonna go down and make myself something to eat. I've gained a lot of weight due to homeschool because of the temptations. And I have candy, like I keep candies in my room because I'm like, I like to snack on them while I'm doing work. And then I don't even do the work because by the end of the day, like it's so many things that distract me. I get distracted easily. And then sometimes that set me back. It's very stressful. I know I do it to myself, but still, that's a con. Too many distractions. So this last con, usually I have like 5 cons and pros, but I only have 4 this time. The last con is like internet problems or computer problems. Several times, my internet just was bad and I could not do any work. Several times my computer would just not turn on, or I couldn't sign into something and I couldn't do my work. So that, and also if people are living in areas where they have bad internet and they have to be online school, you know, that just sucks because what can you do? You know, there's nothing you can do. You can try going somewhere, but I didn't have the luxury of a ride to McDonald's or the library or something because my mom was working and my dad was working and I was home with my little brothers. I had to take care of them. So, you know, but you know, it's what can you do? But that's just one of the sad cons. That's the last 4th con. So now let's go to the pros. Okay, so the pros come mainly from my first online school and my online school that I am now because I get to make my own time. And that's the first pro, is I get to wake up when I want. I get to work whenever I want. Like if I want to wake up at 10 o'clock at night and do some schoolwork, I can do that. I know like when you have online classes, you gotta do the Zoom, there's time to work and you can work after. But in my case, there is no Zoom. They just have a video that instructs you what to do. Usually though, like I mentioned this in my cons, I feel like I gotta do more work because I gotta find other things to research because they won't tell you it all, you know, so I gotta do more work. But I already mentioned the cons. We're on the pros. I get to wake up and be in my comfort, you know. So that's the first pro. It might be the biggest pro. I mean, I said pro. But that's probably my biggest pro of being online school. Second, I pretty much mentioned all the pros. I said I had 3, but I just put it in all one. I'm just going to say them real quick. I get to make my own time. I'm comfortable in my own space, and I'm not as tired. Did I say that? I don't know. But I feel like on online school, I'm not as tired because at school, I just feel like I just get stressed just by being around people because I'm antisocial. I made a whole video about it. You can go out, find it. But I just felt stressed at school, and at home I feel comfortable. I don't feel like tired. I just feel great. I won't say great because, you know, school sucks, but still, I feel comfortable. Like, usually this is how I look, because like I like being warm, so I have a blanket on me with socks on, of course. But this feels weird because I'm doing a video, so. Okay, anyway, that's all my pros and cons that I got for online school. I know I said more cons than pros. Like, I barely said. He just jumped. See though? Distraction. But anyway, I said more cons than pros, but the pros outweigh the cons because I won't say love because I don't love school, but I like online school better than going to public school. Mainly because I feel comfortable at home, learning from home. I'll admit there are some downsides. I mentioned it in the cons, but it's doable. You know, I can do it. So those are my pros and cons. I just want to say, to me, school is school. You know, online, going to school is all the same. I feel the same. I don't like it, of course, but you know, I do it because education is important if you want to go out there and strive to be something, I guess. Education plays a big role in that. However, yeah. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, I do have more videos coming. I haven't posted in a little bit or uploaded a video in a little bit. It's because I've been like working on videos, I guess, because like I have to work up and practice, or else my videos will be like. But anyway, that's why I hope, you know what, I'm not even going to say that because I know this video will just go all over the place. But I hope you liked this video. If you did like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to be notified for further videos, which will be soon. Just check out the description box for information, I guess. And until the next video.